Okay, so we're good. I had to get a glass of water. Where is my controller? There it is. Hopefully, there it goes. Gotta move the mic over. And the pop filter. There we go. All right. Not opening a beer. This is not a beer. It's a soda. All right, so, oh yeah, we have a lot of things to do. And I got some water. All right, where do we go? Help Tally. All right, so let's go help Jack. Hey, Pika. We are full on everything. Help Jack. Here it is. Land. So I may or may not have drinking a few beers. So my gameplay may or may not have may not be affected by so said drinking of beers.
How much I hate this place. See the landing pad? Has to be on the roof, or the vegetation would overgrow it in a few hours.
Shepard, I am picking up thermal signatures everywhere, except at your landing zone.
Something's distorting the sensors.
This was a secret Cerberus facility.
Yeah, they build their equipment to last. Assholes. It was a mistake coming back here, Shepard.
You told me.
When we start a mission, we finish it. Yeah, okay. Let's get on the ground.
You told me you want to go here. Now you're having second guesses about it? I'm sorry. You're doing this. Hey, Dragon Wario. I warned Pika.
Let's just get in there and plant the bomb in myself. I want to watch this.
That this stream, I've had a few beers, so this stream, so my gameplay may or may not be. Okay, no, I said I may or may not have had a few beers, and my gameplay may or may not have be affected by so said beers. But I went with out with a friend, and then when I got home, I talked to some friends online, and reminiscing about some old days in my college past. I'm like, oh yeah, can't believe how stupid I was. I was really stupid in my college days.
I never saw this room. I think they brought new kids in these containers. They were messed up and starving, but alive. Usually.
This is unbelievable.
All right, let's see if I can see if my hacking. That's it. And what else? Screen indented. Not that indented. That's it. And blue indented, white, couple of orange. You guys want me to drink all the time. You guys want my liver to fail. You guys want me to die. I have a feeling that's what you want. Like, oh no, it'll be a great stream. Who cares about Randall's liver and his kidneys? All we want is great content.
The elusive man requested operation logs again. He's getting suspicious.
When we get results, he won't care what we did. But if he knew...
He won't find out.
Is
The
that
elusive man
Palpatine?
requested operation logs again. He's getting suspicious.
When we get results, he won't care what we did. But if he knew...
He won't find out. The elusive man requested operation logs again. He's getting suspicious.
Okay, you said the same thing.
Sounds like this facility went rogue.
He didn't say what they were hiding from the elusive man.
I had pizza last night. You know, the thing is I've been cooking more at home lately. Because I realized that eating out and ordering pizza is expensive. I know. But you don't realize how expensive it is, so I've been cooking all my stuff. I've been saving so much money. I've been probably saving like $150 a week just by cooking my own food.
I remember escaping to this room, fighting here. I saw sunlight through the cracks in the ceiling. Only a half-dead guard between me and freedom. He was begging for his life.
I've been making my own pizza, actually. It's really good. Homemade pizza is amazingly awesome. It took me a while to figure out how to do everything, though. Like making your own dough and how to yeah, making your own dough and how to, you know, roll it. It takes a while. Like anything, I guess, you know, it takes skill after a while. But yeah, I also make some really good homemade pasta too, which took me a while to do too, because you have to get the right consistency of flour and water and egg. I like to make egg noodles, but there are some times I can make just normal noodles. But I am not thinking straight. Thank God you died.
This looks like an arena. That's right. They used to stage fights here, pit me against other kids. I loved it. Only time I was ever out of my cell.
What were they studying?
Hell if I know. Maybe that's how they got their kicks. I never understood anything that happened here.
You know what's funny is that she's pretty much naked, but you don't know because she's it's all tattoos. But seriously, she's just wearing belts.
How often did they do this?
I was in a cell my whole life. Sometimes they took me out and made me fight, filled me with drugs, other stuff. Time gets funny in a cell.
Did other children die in these fights?
I was a kid, filled with drugs. I got shocked when I hesitated. Narcotics flooded my veins when I attacked.
They actually rewarded you for attacking.
I still get warm feelings during a fight.
What the hell was wrong with those people?
I don't know. Doesn't matter now.
Let's keep moving.
Hell yes.
Oh, we gotta reload. There we go. Alright. Let me do some... I will tell you about my my stupid past in a minute. I want to get through this storyline and I'll tell you all about it. You might look at me differently.
Security Officer Zimkel, Telton facility. The subjects are out of their cells. They're tearing the place up. Subject 0 is going to get loose. I need permission to terminate. I repeat, permission to terminate.
All subjects besides 0 are expendable. Keep Jack alive.
Understood. I'll begin to...
That's not right. I broke out when my guards disappeared. I started that riot.
Things might have happened that you didn't see.
The other kids attacked me, the guards attacked me, the automated systems attacked me. That doesn't leave lots of room for interpretation.
Alright, let's keep going.
This place is supposed to be empty. Who the fuck shot that Baron? It's a
You
fresh
know,
kill.
I do... I do have, like, occasion, probably, like, one drunk stream, like, every 2 months. It's about what it is. I mean, I know sometimes it seems like it, but I looked up. So, I don't drink often. And it's usually not drunk, I'm just buzzed. I never get to the point where I'm falling down. I would say it's a buzz stream, but saying it's a drunk stream sounds better, but yeah. I don't drink often. But when you had a week like mine at work and you just want to relax and play some games, it's like, yeah, you know what? Today is a good day to drink. I have to be in a good mood to drink. I can't drink like depressed or an off mood. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out where we're at. Yeah, pretty much when I drink, I'm streaming. So that tells you how often I drink. Or it's usually if I go out with some friends and drink. But usually every single time I come back, I'm like, you know what? I want to stream. All right. You know what? Stop shooting me in my beautiful face. God, Garrus.
There we go.
Thank you.
Why'd they need a morgue? This was a small facility.
I'm saying, some sick son of a bitch killed a lot of kids with these experiments and then checked his work.
Bullshit. I had the worst of it, and I made it out alive.
All right, so we can't get up there. That's fine. What about over here? Nope. All right. The door it is. Good thing it's double checked. All right, we got a hack. All right, so let's see if my hacking skills. Yep. Nope. 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 That looks right. Well, at least my ability to recognize characters have improved. Yay for some things buzzed. All right, so let's hack this freaking door. Gosh dang door. Crap. Well. All right, there we go. There we go. Second time's a charm.
So strange to be back here. I feel like I'm pissed off. I'm a dangerous bitch, but then I'm a little girl again. Shit. It's complicated. Let's just go plant that bomb.
Oh, so I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me that Mass Effect Andromeda has a lot of nudity. So I might have to just stream that one just on Switch. I meant on Switch, on Twitch. Because, yeah. A lot of nipples. No, I'm not talking about Jack style nipples because pretty much hers are just covered up. I'm talking full on. Yeah. So I might just have to stream that on Twitch only. But we don't have to worry about that for a while. Because we still have this game to finish.
Children here.
And then the third one. So. I'm going to try to keep more. I mean, this is still kind of adult oriented, but still not that bad. But yeah, Andromeda, I'm going to have to keep that on there.
It's a two-way mirror. My cell is on the other side. I could see all the other kids out here. I screamed at them for hours, and they always ignored me.
So it'll be a very nipply stream.
I must have come through here when I broke out, but I don't remember it. This is a bad place.
Though, Pika, from what I've been talking about, there's no male, guy stuff, which is unfortunate for you. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I understand.
Entry 1054, Telton facility. The latest iteration of Pergnum went poorly. Subjects 1, 4, and 6 died. No biotic change among the survivors. We lowered core temperatures of surviving subjects, but no biotically beneficial reactions occurred. As a side effect, all subjects died. So we'll not try that on Zero. I hope our supply of biotic potential subjects holds up. We are going through them fast.
This is bullshit. They weren't experimenting on the other children for my safety. You can't help what they did to others. You don't get it, Shepard. I survived this place because I was tougher than the rest. That's who I am. You move on. Harder and tougher.
No, that's the 4th game. The 3rd game is still good. So, like, the 4th game is completely, it's still in the Mass Effect timeline, but it's a completely different story. It takes place in a different galaxy altogether. So it has nothing to do with this timeline. Completely different story. Like, you don't even have to play Mass Effect at all to play Andromeda. I mean, some things you'll understand better, but you don't need to play it. Well, 1 through 3, you pretty much have to play them in order. Yep. Alright, so yeah, definitely after this mission, I will talk about the really stupid things I've said. My pattern recognition is off the charts.
This should come in handy.
Let's switch to our pistol because the pistol is a freaking amazing thing.
Hey, Aresh, it's Kira. Yeah, the intruders are here. You want them dead? We have to talk creds. You promised us lots of salvage, but this place is a waste. Fine, we'll put them down. Then I'm coming in there and we're gonna talk salvage.
You're in my way.
Get them!
There was no use talking to them.
I want them dead. Nothing can stop us!
Don't shoot Randall in her face. She worked hard on his face. I mean, I worked hard on her face.
We outnumber and outgun all.
I spent like a good 20 minutes in character creator to make this awesome character.
Then stay down.
Time to die.
Well, my gameplay's actually gotten better. What does that say about me, though?
You'll see. Deadite for me.
Firing a high impact shot.
You'll bleed.
My shields are down. I can take you all.
Why aren't you getting behind? There we go.
This should slow him down.
What do we have? Crap. I was hoping to kill him before he killed me. Gosh dang it, son of a rotten biscuit eating son of a biscuit eater.
Fine.
Yeah.
They've seen
Kill
us.
them on my own.
All right.
I want them dead. Come out and fight.
This should slow him down.
Concentrate fire. All squads.
Garrus, stop walking in front of my freaking fire. It's like they want to die. It's like, do they really hate being on my team so much that they walk in front of my fire like that? I meant, come on, team. I'm not trying to kill you, but you're like making it easy. So it's that guy I'm having issues with.
This should slow him down.
We only have 4 shots left. Let's make them count. Come on! Alright, let's warp him. Nice. He's pretty much dead. And he's dead. Come on. I am actually making better decisions for the most part. I love it. I come out like, nope, nope, nope. It's like playing hide and seek. Peekaboo, that's what I was looking for.
This should slow him down.
I mean, if he wants to be stupid. Oh, freaking he keeps regenerating faster than I can kill him. Because he keeps playing this freaking peekaboo bull crap. That guy is really making me angry. Alright.
Concussive shot ready.
Hey, I need to put an end to his peekaboo crap right now. But this time we're going to be smarter about it.
Nothing can stop me.
Oh! Not good. Randallina took a rocket to the face.
Firing a high impact shot.
Alright, so we got everybody most down. Nice.
All room left is my old cell. Whoever Aresh is,
Woo!
he's in there.
That was an
I want
intense
to plant
battle.
the bomb there anyway. Might as well do it on his corpse.
Alright. Holy crap, that was an intense battle. Alright. Give me a second. I really do like Mass Effect 2. I think that's my favorite one because they improved the combat. They did so much better things. Though they went from the, the PG-13 to the kind of the R side a little bit, but oh well. Nothing too bad, just swearing. I really don't think people, nowadays I don't think swearing is as big a deal as it was back in 190 years ago. Like, when I was a kid. I think kids hear it all the time, and I'm pretty sure, at least when I was in school, kids swore all the time. All of the time. When I was in elementary school, my second grade teacher, I told my second grade teacher to go himself. And so the teacher called in my parents, and my dad's like, okay, yeah, so you can't handle little swear words? I mean, my dad told me not to talk like that, but my dad just stuck up for me, which is awesome. But yeah. Second grade, I was a terror. Like, third grade, I mellowed out quite a bit. I think because my dad scared me a bit. But in second grade, I was such a jerk. All right, I don't think there's anything here. Nope. Let's just double check. No, we're good. God, I hated my second grade teacher so much.
Come out. We know you're here. Who are you?
My name is Aresh, and you're breaking into my home. I know you, Subject Zero. So many years have passed, and I thought I was the only survivor.
My name is Jack. How the hell do you know me?
We all knew your face, Jack. They inflicted horrors on us so their experiments wouldn't kill you. You were the question, and I'm still looking for the answer.
Looks like you're not the only one pulled back here, Jack.
I tried to forget this, but a place like this, it doesn't forget you. It follows you. I hired these mercs and came back almost a solar year ago.
Yep.
We're rebuilding it piece by piece. I'm gonna find out what they knew. How to unlock true biotic potential in humans. I'm restarting the Telton facility. It will be beautiful.
Okay, you're sounding a little crazy.
I wanted a hole in the ground. He's trying to justify what happened by using it?
Three freaking options? Come on. I mean, all these options suck. What do I want? I want something that kills him. What would be the way? This seems like...
We can blow up the place, but that still leaves him. What do we do with another you? That's easy.
Just leave me here. This is where I belong.
Fuck that.
Kill him.
He deserves it. I decide how to deal with my past, not you. I gave you an order. Killing him isn't gonna fix Jack. If you can't, I will.
Yes. Yes.
Felt good.
I'm just... I'm such a horrible person. No, I would never do this in real life, but you're free now.
Bullet in the head solves everything. I know that now. This room was my whole childhood. Give me a minute to look around. Go ahead. Nothing's changed, but it's all different. Sometimes I dream that I'm back in this bed being tortured. I used to tie the sheets around my wrists and try to rip them off. I want to stop coming back here.
Oh, I got 17 Renegade for that. Awesome.
I thought that room out there was the rest of the world. I'd pound and yell. Never did any good. See the scarring on the wall here? That's where I killed my first man. One of the guards tried to stop me. Instead, I stopped him.
All right, so this is where we came in. Yeah,
I used this table for everything. It was like my best friend. I'd crawl under it to cry. I was pathetic. Okay, no more wallowing. Let's blow this place to hell.
I think Jack and Randallina are kind of the same. Oh, so they used a nuke to blow the place up. This is why you don't give Randallina a nuke. That is why you don't give Randallina a nuke. Just saying. Could you imagine her just in charge of a whole fleet, like with the most powerful armament ever? Like, she would just wreak havoc on the universe.
Commander, Jack and Miranda are in the middle of a disagreement. Can you head it off before they tear out a bulkhead?
I'll deal with it.
Take pictures.
Joker, take pictures? Can't fight. Why do guys...
And I will smear the walls with you, bitch! Enough. Stand down, both of you. The cheerleader won't admit what Cerberus did to me was wrong.
It wasn't Cerberus. Not really. But clearly you were a mistake.
Screw you! You've got no idea what they put me through. Maybe it's time I showed you. My opinion is the one that matters. You two, keep a deck apart at all times.
She can't be trusted, Shepard. She'll jeopardize the whole mission.
If we survive this, you two can tear each other apart. Until then, save your hate for the collectors.
She'll survive.
I'll make sure of it. Then, I'll tear you apart myself. You two gonna be okay?
It's a good thing you came by when you did. As long as she does her job, we'll be fine. Thanks, Shepard.
Nice, more Renegade. But I don't understand why guys like girl fights. Like, it's never like, I've never seen the appeal in it. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't know. Like, girl fights don't, like, I never understood the fascination of when there's a girl fight. It's like, okay, they're beating each other up. No different when guys beat each other up. I really don't get it. It does nothing for me.
Thanks again, Shepard. Taking the time to help me with my sister. I couldn't have reached Oriana in time without your help. And you proved yourself trustworthy. Unlike Niket. I'm glad I got to take him out myself.
Now, and I know this is where my guy side shows out, but I'm a guy, and I'm probably going to get ridiculed for this. I'd rather see two girls making out than two girls fighting. I find the two girls making out much more appealing than the two girls fighting. Again, it's maybe because I'm a guy and I see this, but I can't help it. But that's what I'd rather see. I'd rather see girls making out than fighting. Fighting does not do anything. All right, let's talk about her.
Are you happy about your sister's relocation?
She has what I wanted her to have. A normal life and the freedom to choose her own path. And she knows she has an older sister. A friend.
Are you gonna talk to her again?
I honestly don't know. For once, I haven't planned that far ahead. I'll deal with it after our mission. I have to stay focused, and she needs time to adjust to her new home.
You never told me what you talked about.
I introduced myself. Her family was shocked. She adjusted quickly, of course. She's as smart as I am. She plays the violin, loves the Adagio movement of Nielsen's Fifth, just like I do. She wants to work in colony development. Told a joke about it. She's really funny, something we don't share.
Let me know if I can do anything else.
I think I got it from here. My father has no chance at finding her family in their new location. But thank you, Commander. My sister is safe again thanks in large part to you. I won't forget that.
All right. Well, that meant we're gonna get Paragon because I can't be a complete dick to my I can't be a complete dick to my crew. I got to be nice to them. But everyone else, watch it. Like, what is up with this sofa? It's like everywhere I go, this sofa is like we'll go to my apartment here soon. Like the bed is different, but this sofa is like the IKEA furniture of the galaxy. Like everybody must own it. Like watch. We'll go to my it was at Omega, and I saw it a few other places too. But we'll go so it's in her room. It's at Omega. And here it is. It's here too. Where is my godforsaken fish? I bought a fish. It should be in this gosh forsaken fish tank. I want my freaking money back. I spent like $5 grand on that godforsaken fish. I want to see it swimming. Is that too much to ask? Have I put $5 grand on a goddamn fish? It should be in my goddamn tank. God. I feel ripped off. Sorry, I just feel ripped off. God damn it. All right, let's go talk to Jack, actually. God damn it, I'm so mad. I spent a lot of money on that fish. Oh, no. Don't want to talk to you yet. Down we go. I am not the fish. All right, Jack, let's talk.
I needed to wipe that place off the map. You took me there to do it, and I owe you. You don't know what it's like, Shepard, to have garbage like that following you. It marks you in ways you don't expect.
Oh, I do know.
I've made a lot of hard choices, Jack. Like what to let go.
Hard to walk away from it. You'd think it would get easier now that the place is a crater. But what else do I know?
Did killing that guy help?
There was only one other survivor from that place, and you killed him.
It's the same thing as blowing the place up. Now I'm the only one who remembers what happened there. I want it gone. I want it all gone. It's only in my head, and when I die, it dies.
Do you think you're different now?
I know that place is gone. But I still kind of want to kill every person I see. No offense.
I'll take what I can get with you, Jack.
You did a lot, Shepard. Shit. I'm not good at this soft stuff. Just... thanks, okay? Let's get back to work.
All right. So she's happy. I'm happy. We're all happy.
Did you hear that we are sharing our deck with a Krogan?
Well, ain't that peachy?
Frickin' xenophobic bastards. God damn it. Xenophobic jerks. God, I hate racism and xenophobic people. I don't know. You know what? I'm not racist or xenophobic, or I don't hate anybody. I just hate the person they are. If they are a jerk, I will hate you for it. But if you're a nice person, I'll like you. That's the only criteria I have. That's the only reason I have. But yeah, if you're a jerk, I will hate you.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal.
Yeah, I know. I always have it. No, goodbye.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Alright, so no one wants to talk to me. We're good. Let's go talk to Garrus. I need to romance him a bit. Because right now, the way things are looking, I'm romancing Kelly. I mean, if that ends up the way it is, it's fine, but... crew quarters. Alright, so... yeah, we have plenty of time to talk about my stuff in college. Let's guess. You know, I'm actually a pretty intelligent guy. But that comes with age. In I think anybody who gets older becomes intelligent, and everybody's intelligent in a way. So I don't really, unless you're a flat earther, I think you're pretty, for the most part, I think you're intelligent. But if you're a flat earther, you're just a dumb idiot. But
the commanders put together an impressive team. I've never worked with so many aliens
before.
They're a small army. We might just pull this mission off.
But yeah. But in my younger age, I was stupid. I think it just, you learn from your mistakes and you move on, just like anybody else. And I think that's what makes you intelligent, is that when you make your mistakes, you should learn from them, and then you adapt. Though it took many tries for me to become the person I am today. Okay, after this.
Any chance we could get to the Citadel, Shepard? I'd like to follow that lead on Sedonis.
I'll let you know, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Oh, we should probably get to the Citadel. Let's see. Oh, so my first time smoking pot was in college. First time ever. And I think I've only smoked pot like... okay, I would say just for fun, maybe once. Or chemo a whole bunch of times. But that's because the doctor told me that, if you want to live, you need to smoke. But, so for my first time in college, I hit a gravity bong. And I don't know what what that is. But it's pretty much... It was like a big 3-liter bottle. I don't know if you ever seen one of those, but it's a 2-liter, just a bit bigger. So they cut the bottom off, just the bottom, and then basically they filled the whole bottle up with it. And then I was the first person to go, and I was like, okay. So I did it, and it was huge. This is my first time ever doing it, and then obviously going to the gravity bong is like going full stupid. And I died. I freaking died. I was hacking up some lungs, maybe a kidney or two, and then I just looked up, passed out, and then I woke up next morning. I have in a bush. In a bush. I had no idea where it was. I was in a bush at the same house that where the party was, and I was like, okay. Fortunately, from what everyone was talking about, there was I didn't do anything really stupid, just pretty much just passed out. So I'm lucky for that one. Well, in college you do stupid things. Let's see, the second thing I did. Oh, so there was this party. And I got it was a kegger. I don't know if you know what a kegger is, but a kegger is pretty much it's what it is. Oh, it's an Amber Alert. Let me read it, just to make sure I don't know anything about it. Nope. Okay. So a kegger is a keg, a party, a beer keg. So we went, so I got really drunk, and then someone was like, hey, we're at this house, it was near to college, so someone rented it. Their parents were really rich, so they got like an apartment by themselves, 2-story, and of course they had parties all the time. And someone says, hey, I wonder if you could jump out and land on the mattress. And I was like, oh yeah, I could do that. So they brought a mattress out and put it down on the second floor. This is from the second floor, so and it's all pavement, no grass. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So I don't know what the logic was in that. So I jumped. I just took a running jump, and then I aimed for the mattress. Did not hit the mattress. Face first on the concrete. I should should have broken every bone in my body. And I'm going to tell you right now, to this day, I haven't broken a bone. But yeah, so I was on the ground for a good 30 minutes before I walked up and walked away. So yeah, I mean, that's the mentality you have when you're drinking. I mean, maybe not everybody, but I was really stupid back then. Yeah, I was stupid. I'm not going to deny that.
Probe away.
But yeah, I walked away from that. It's probably the alcohol that saved me from getting stupid.
Probe away.
There was another time in college that that's good.
Probe away.
There was another time in college that we went we have too much of that. You know what? Let's exit out of here. Let's go do our exit. We decided to go cliff diving. This was my first time ever cliff diving, and I was sober this time, so I was like, yeah, I'll go cliff diving. And I've been cliff diving a lot over the years, but this was my first time. So I didn't really know what to do. And in fact, I haven't done much diving at all. Like, I didn't know the grace and what you need to do, like, you know, to like, where you need to go hands and face first. Like, you're completely vertical to the water. So, you know, you gracefully dive in. I decided, okay, let's go. I watched everybody else and I thought I had it. So I was like, all right. So I jumped. I did completely horizontal. I did a belly flop. I hit the water so hard that my nose and ears were bleeding. And if it wasn't for my friends, you know, there who jumped in and fished me to the shore, I don't think I'd be here. But holy crap, that hurt so much. No concussion though, but I've just hit it with such force that it made my nose and ears bleed. But after that, I realized what I did wrong, and I can pretty much cliff dive pretty well easily. Oh, that's right. Let's do some upgrades. I need palladium. Son of a biscuit. Hey, Boa. Oh. You know what? I don't know how to pronounce Russian. Boba? Yeah, that's what it looks like in English, so. What else have I done in college that was just really stupid? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I got hit by a car once. It was not being stupid. It was the driver's fault. Like, I came out of the mall. We were shopping, and this guy was going like 35 in the mall parking lot and hit me going 35 miles an hour. I flew. I flew really far, and I landed, and I just stayed there for about a good 30 to 45 minutes before I got up and walked away. But yeah, it hurt. So I got the nickname of Superman, and and I think you can probably understand why. Is that all the stuff that I should have either died or broken something, and I never have. All right, we're good. All right.
Launching probe.
Oh, and here's another thing. And I'm not saying you should always wear your seatbelt, because that's a good thing. So, in Southern California, I lived in the high desert, and then we used to go to the mountains. And the mountains are... So when I was home for the summer from college... we wanted to go to the mountains. Just, you know, because it was summer and they had a lake there. In the high desert, we don't have lakes, so... And my friend's like, I bet you can't make, you know, drift all your way up there. And these are switchbacks. These are hairpin turns. And the reason why they call hairpin turns is that they're like 90-degree turns on a steep angle. Like, that's how you get up a mountain. Like a steep mountain. Going from the desert to the mountain, it's a steep climb, and the only way cars can do that is having switchbacks. So I drifted all the way through that, being an idiot that I was. Trust me, I know I was a complete idiot. I was a complete stupid idiot.
Probe launched.
And I made it all the way up, and I'm actually kind of some little bit of proud, not a little bit, just a little bit, that I was able to drift all the way up there. But at the very last turn,
probe launched.
Before we made it clear, I somehow did something wrong and overturned, and we fell down the mountain, which was a 3,000-foot drop. It's not a complete drop. I would say it's a good maybe like 30 degrees. But anyway, so it was a 3,000-foot drop. And basically at a 30-degree line, a 30-degree thing. And my car rolled down. Like, we rolled all the way down. My friend had his seatbelt on and he was okay. I think he broke his arm and fractured his jaw. I mean, he lived through it though. Trust me, when you see the car, oh, I wish I had pictures of that still. Yeah, that's all he did. But I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. So I was bouncing all around. Like, if you hear my friend talk about it, we talk about this even to this day when I go see him once a year in California. I was bouncing around the whole car, rolling down. He said 1 minute when he looked over, I was in the driver's seat holding on the steering wheel. Then we looked at next time, I was like in the back seat jumping around. And somehow, knowing my mind, I have no idea why I thought this was possible, that if I got back to the steering wheel, that I could control it from rolling. I don't know. So I got back, somehow I got back into the driver's seat. And I was trying to control it. And this my friend saw me again. Yeah, so basically after that 3,000-foot roll, the car was totaled. There was nothing left. The whole... It was crunched down to where the... pretty much... It was, I don't know how we survived, really. But the hood pretty much was level with the hood. I meant the roof of the car was level with the hood. But I didn't wear a seatbelt. The only thing I walked away from that was a small gash on my top right eye. And yeah, I'm just happy my friend, even though he shattered his jaw, like, it was put back together, he had no scarring or anything, and he looked normal, and he was able to function normal. Like, I was happy about that too. Like, I didn't ruin my friend's life, which was even, I was more worried about that than myself. But yeah, he was good. But yeah, I don't know how I survived that. Glad my friend did too. I would never forgive myself if I hurt my friend. But he made it with the worst though. But gosh dang it. But yeah. I have never broken a bone, and I should have many, many times.
Unscheduled suborbital deceleration recorded. General distress. MS.
Scans have found something.
Oh, and you guys, okay, and it doesn't end there. Like, the other day, I usually don't talk about it. Let's go with Jack. No, let's go with Miranda. I like Miranda's stuff. Yeah. So the other day, so we live in a city, and I live in a city, and they have a lot of, it's pretty big, up maybe million and a half people, maybe around there. So, they test a lot of things out. So they have these like motorized scooters that you can rent, which is awesome, by the way. Amazingly awesome. So I rent one a couple days ago, and it was at night, and it was right before my stream too. I had to grab something from the market, and I just wanted to grab something, so I rented one of the scooters because there was one right in front of my apartments. So I was like, all right, I'll just grab it. So I rented it. So
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
So I went there, and this is at night. Obviously, it was obviously stupid. And in our city, they are illegal to ride on the sidewalks. So you have to follow the rules of the road, which makes completely sense, and I 100% agree with. Because if you're going about 18, 19 miles an hour, maybe 20, you should be following the road, because obviously if you're on a sidewalk, you're going to hurt somebody. So being in the bike lane, you know, or at least on the far right of the road should be what you should do. But anyway, they're doing construction downtown, so there's a lot of reconstruction. They're like putting in a lot of new high rises and new buildings. Pretty much the buildings are, you know, businesses on bottom and apartments on top, but really high. So I was going there, and I was going about 20 miles an hour. I hit one of the potholes that was there from them hitting it, flew off my bike, rolled, and that's not so bad. I mean, I survived. Obviously, I didn't break anything. I didn't even feel any pain in that one. But what gets me is I was in front of where the most college students hang out at this bar, and they were all laughing at me. I was like, oh, thanks. No one come to check for if I was okay. No. They were just laughing at me.
And mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
They were just laughing at me. So embarrassing. So I just swallowed my pride.
Stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
So I just swallowed my pride, got back on a scooter, and continued to what I was doing. What really worries me, though, is that people were just laughing at me and not like, oh, are you okay? I mean, I understand, you know, laughing at someone in their pain, but usually you check them out first, then laugh at them. Not laugh at them and just ignore that they could be dead.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed.
So, yeah.
237 days.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid...
So even now, like, now I don't do it on purpose or I'm not doing stupid. It's just an accident that happens.
Pause time, 8 years, 237 days,
But
7 hours.
I'm still surprised I haven't broken a bone. Being at 192 years old, you'd be surprised that I haven't broken a bone.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation
Oh,
protocols.
after this, I'll tell you about my first experience with getting in front of a judge. My first speeding ticket. I was such a when I was younger, I was such a jerk. I don't think you guys would like me when I was younger.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
All right. Wrap. I'm trying to pour water back in. I have a cup of ice and water and beer. And I tried to pour water and I spilt it all over myself. I mean, it's just water and it'll dry, but still. I spilt it in my lap, so you know it makes it look like, yeah.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed.
Oh, we did that.
The
Yeah.
location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Yeah, Dragon Warrior. I'm still
Why
about.
wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours. Following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback, activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship.
All
My
right,
father
so
had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
So my first time getting a speeding ticket. I've only had one speeding ticket, but my first time in court was not good. So, obviously, you know, this is around the same time. Yeah, I don't know if it was before or after, but it was around the same time that I rolled down the cliff for being, you know, hot-tailing it and fishtailing around the corners, drifting. Oh, hold on.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
Calm down.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar!
All right.
They've seen us.
So anyway, this is the same time that I got my speeding ticket, or you know, rolled down the cliff. So anyway, I don't know if it was before or after. No, it would have to be before because it was the same car. So yeah, it was definitely okay. Yeah, it was definitely before. So I got a speeding ticket. I was going 65 in a 25 in a school zone, but it was at 3 a.m. So I decided that I was going to protest it. Me being young and stupid, I was like, you know what? I looked up the laws and stuff. I was like, yeah, I could beat this. So the basic speed laws, if you ever like read into it, and I was completely wrong, don't worry, I'm just telling you what I was thinking at the time. Basically, the basic speed law says that you should travel as it is safe, right? Like if it's, you know, snowing or, you know, raining, that you should probably lower speed. So I tried to argue with the judge saying that it's the basic speed law.
They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
So I was trying to tell the judge, it's like, well, it was 3 a.m. There was no people in school. Everybody was in bed. So the basic speed law applies here, saying that I was traveling as it was safe, and that, you know, that I shouldn't get a ticket because no one was hurt and I was following the rules of the road. Arguing my case, the judge was like, you're an idiot. And I told him to go, yeah, F himself. He didn't like that either. So the moral of the story is, do not tell the judge to go F himself, because he'll take your ticket and raise it up by $1,000. So instead of paying $250, I had to walk out there paying a $1,250 fine because I told the judge to go himself.
Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure.
Yeah, I mellowed out quite a bit.
Is that a settlement? They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently? Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing. He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food?
Oh,
What's happening here needs to stop.
I agree, Pika. So I've learned over the years and I'm passing this knowledge off to you. I mean, probably most of you would understand this, but when you're in court, you kiss the judge's ass.
Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
Because if you piss the judge off, the judge will just be judge, and in its right, will just make your life a miserable hell. So, okay. I was able to get out of that. That was weird.
All targets eliminated.
He has a cruel face. His cruel face. I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
All right, so these people are though I'd have to say, for being here for so long, your clothes are pretty ship shape.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
Oh, great.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
So they pleased him. So he made them. Yeah. I meant, I don't have to elaborate on that, I don't think.
Patrols like that are a little much against this bun.
Please, here. You could end it.
All right, so let's talk to the crazy woman.
You have his face, but you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read, but this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
The beacon was fixed after a year, so the plan must have worked. Why no signal?
Those weren't the last entries on the casualty list. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle, or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
So his father sounds a little like Hitler.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard? I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. about a month after the beacon was repaired.
So why call for help now?
The surviving males are changing. Everything he did is coming back to bite him in the ass. 9 years. Why didn't he set it right? I need to find this man.
So yeah. 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 All right, so I need to get another beer, and I have to let the dog out. Since Herder is on vacation going to Hawaii, lucky bastard. I'll have to take care of Misty. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Should only be a couple of minutes. So yeah, if other people come in saying hi, can you just warn them that I just went out to let the dog out and get more beer? That'd be awesome. Thanks, guys. All right, I'm back. Got more beer, and the dog is let out, so she's happy. And where is my headset? Oh, it's on the desk, where it should be. All right. So what else have I done? I've done some horrible things in high school. Our senior prank. So our senior prank, we had 2 of them. 3 of them, actually. I don't know if you guys ever had senior pranks in your school, but we always had one. One, we wrote, being the science nerd I am, I found out that Crisco, it was Crisco is really good on concrete if you want to embed a message in a concrete for like, 30 years. Because it interacts with the concrete pretty well. So we wrote our class year. We're like, this is the class of this year. And it was awesome. And we wrote it in the concrete, so in the front of the school. And so every time it rains, I mean, it stayed there for a good year or two without it raining. Then after a while, they tried to wash it away, it just wouldn't wash away. But they, so it stayed there for about 2 years. And then after that, it faded. But every time it rains, including now, it shows up. So I think it'll be there for a couple more years before it'll go away. But yeah, that was one senior prank. But yeah, Crisco is horrible for concrete.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My girl went insane. I only just got free.
God damn it. It's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
So yeah, that was one thing. Another thing is that
the old corpse has been posed like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
So we found these washers that they were not the inner part of the washer, like when they punch out washers. It fit perfectly over the keyholes, and all the keyholes is in our school doors. So what we did is we went there like at 3 a.m. We waited for the cleaning crew to leave. We staked it out. It was like a stakeout. We waited, and then we went in and we JB welded all the locks on the school with the washers. Hold on, let me. Oh, anyway, so we JB welded them. So we.
Plenty of choices. A little late to blame his victims.
Can I talk now? Yeah, I can. So we JB welded those to the locks, and they canceled the school for like 2 days because they couldn't get them off. So that was kind of destructive, and I kind of it wasn't destructive. It didn't destroy the locks, but it took them a while to get it off. Like, it didn't destroy the tumblers or the keyway or anything else. It took them a while to pry them off, because we did every single door in the school. So thinking about it nowadays, I think I would have never done that again. But at the time, I was like, oh, that sounds like a great idea.
Collision proximity warning.
It's funny how when you look back on things, you're like, wait a minute, that was a bad idea.
Hostile forces have engaged.
Target down!
This is gonna make me feel old. This is gonna make me feel so old. I remember, so in our school library, all right, in our school computer system. It was all network, even back in the olden days when, you know, we ran by hamster wheels. But anyway, it was old. So there was this old game. Old game called Mario Teaches Typing. And I installed it on all the computers because I figured out how to break into the admin access and install software I wanted. So I installed that. We also installed Duke Nukem 3D. That was a blast.
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
So yeah, I mean,
might be useful.
I wasn't the greatest teen. I mean, I got good grades in school, but they never expected me. That brings me to another point, which makes me a horrible, horrible person. I don't feel guilty though. So, there's this bully in our school. Everyone hated him. And because everyone thought of me as a nice kid, or so I still feel, I kind of feel bad, but not too much. I mean, I heard the kid's doing well, so so in high school there was this teacher that everybody hated. He was so horrible of a teacher. Like, everyone hated him, couldn't control his class, and he was just not a great looking, not a great guy. Like, he was a jerk. So anyway, one day I decided to take an apple for my lunch, and when he was teaching, I threw the apple at the chalkboard,
Throwing people away.
like really, really hard. So like when it hit, it just exploded and went everywhere. And I didn't want to hit him. That's what I wasn't going for, because I'm a jerk, but not that big of a jerk. So when the apple hit the board, the chalkboard, it was actually a whiteboard, because they had, yeah, it was a whiteboard. I don't know why I keep calling it a chalkboard, but anyway, so when it hit the whiteboard, it exploded everywhere, and everyone saw me do it except for the teacher. So it gets even worse, trust me. So the principal was called in because no one would admit who did it, because the teacher freaked out. I was like, who did this? Who did this? No one would admit it, obviously. And no one would tattletale either, because everyone hated this teacher. So they called everyone in the office. And then I had a guilty conscience. I was like, yeah, I did it, right? So I went to the office. Principal talked to me. He said, yeah, I did it. And I told him that because he's a jerk and I threw the apple. I mean, I admitted to it. But they didn't believe me, and they thought that this bully that everyone hated did it. And so he got in trouble, got 2 weeks detention, and they let me go, even though I admitted to it. So yeah, the thing is, I admitted to it, and I got scot-free. They didn't believe me. I was like, no, I seriously did it. They're like, yeah, no, you didn't do it. No one like you would do something like that.
Enough with the toys.
And I was like,
Look
okay.
my father in the eye here and justify this.
So I don't really feel guilty about it. I tried to tell them, they just wouldn't believe me, and yeah, no one told on me either. Like, they all blamed the once they found out the principal suspected him. They're like, oh yeah, he did it. So, but it was after they didn't believe me. So. I mean, I try to admit it, so. Oh. Let's talk about my first girlfriend. Oh. My first girl. Actually, no. I started early. Like, I had my first girlfriend in 2nd grade. Like, other kids were like, oh, girls are icky. And they have cooties. And I don't know what it is like with today's. I don't know what it is with today's elementary. I don't know what you guys did. I mean, I don't think we're that much older, but some people had like pretend weddings. Like on when there was recess, they had pretend weddings. This is like 1st and 2nd grade. So we're talking about what? 6, 7 years old. You have stupid things like that. But anyway, I used to marry like all the girls in my class. We were so stupid back then. It's amazing. Like, we had like this pretend, like, you know, someone was the priest. We had the whole, you know, do you take this person? Blah blah blah. So yeah, but I had my first girlfriend at 2nd grade. But my 5th grade girlfriend, was it 5th grade or 6th grade? I don't remember. Anyway, 6th grade. I think it was 6th grade girlfriend. I really like this girl, and she didn't like me at first. So I've been trying to get her number so I could call her, and she wouldn't give it to me. And then, so I got her number from her best friend. I was like, hey, could you give me her number? I'd like to give her a call. So she gave it to me. And then as soon as she found out, like, you know, 10, 15 minutes later, I don't know, it was the same day. I don't remember if it was 10, 15 minutes, but later that day, she found out that her best friend gave it to me. She stabbed me in the arm with a pencil. And after that, we stayed together for like 2 years before we moved on. You know, obviously at that age, it's nothing serious, but still, she stabbed me and she became my girlfriend. So was it worth it? Yeah, it was good. You know, I had to fish out the graphite out of my arm, but it was still worth it.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've got to have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. Toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I'd hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
There you go, Pika. Harem.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the Droolers. That was before the Hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of the family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing.
Kill your father.
Lucky, I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
Yeah, I'd shoot him. No, shoot him.
I'm pretty sure we can spare the ammo.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm not taking the shot.
Oh, you disappoint me, Jacob.
My father owned his mistakes. He was a different man. A good man.
Half charged. You've seen the crazy ones. This won't stop them.
It's not for them, Dad.
Okay. Okay, no, everything turned out well. Yeah, Jacob, never mind. I like you again. Never mind. Yeah, no, I had a lot of girlfriends in elementary all the way up until college. Then I decided to slow down and take relationships seriously.
Alliance ships are inbound to pick up survivors, Commander. We can be long gone by the time they get here.
Oh, I remember my first, like, true crush was in high school. I mean, I had crushes, but the girl that you absolutely loved, my first love, just broke my heart. I think I stayed in bed for like 2 weeks. And I think because of that, I turned into kind of a man whore after that. I don't think I really survived too much after that.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor's body has some catching up to do, but the man died a long time ago. I've already dealt with that. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
All right. Another mission down. And a lot about my pasthood. All right, let's see what else. What else did I do? I have a lot of good stories, and I'm trying to figure out which ones I should tell you guys.
So the collectors were once Protheans, repurposed by the Reapers. What a sad end.
Makes you wonder if the Keepers on the Citadel were once something different.
What else have I done? I mean, I've done a lot of stupid things. I mean, I think it's the experiences in your past life that make you who you are.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
So. Thank God that, like, my past experiences, even though I grew up, like, you know, between high school and college as a jerk, I grew up to be a better person. Gosh dang it. Not what I want.
Probe away.
So if you ever think that you made stupid mistakes, trust me, you're not alone.
Launching probe.
We've all been there.
Launching probe.
And I think that making stupid mistakes actually help you learn things in life. Because if you don't make those mistakes, you don't learn from them. So that's my opinion anyway.
Probe away. Probe away.
Oh, but the thing is I know I was stupid. And that's another thing, is that, you know, people like to dig into people's backgrounds, especially nowadays. Like, you see a lot of people say something, and then people, like, look at their background, like, you know, there's something like 7 years ago, and people like, look what they said 7 years ago. I'm like, yeah, that's 7 years ago. I'm pretty sure you said something, you know, that you said in your past, or did something stupid that you don't want anyone to know about. So don't be pointing fingers. I mean, if it was like 2 months ago, okay, you got it. Blame the person. They have every right to say something like that. But 7 years ago, or, you know, 7+ years ago, even 5, I think people can learn from that. People make mistakes. People say stupid things. People move on and learn from it. So I hate when people dig into people's past and then, like, use that against them. It's like, you know what? I know there's probably something in your past. I don't know. That's just me, though.
Launching probe.
I don't know. I guess from what I've learned from my past, that I can see that people are stupid sometimes. I guess maybe that gives me a better insight. I don't know. Let's get more probes. Probes for everybody. We're not talking about South Park probes. We're talking about just regular probes.
Probe away.
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. If, like, you ever felt like you've done something stupid in your life, trust me, you're not alone.
Probe away. Probe away.
Oh, you'll make... I mean, you'll be, if you're lucky, if you're, the thing is that sometimes listening to other people, and I'm not saying like I am always right, I'm not, like, but like listen to your parents, let's listen to the people who have lived a longer life than you have. I mean, as long as they're wise and they seem well-rounded, they actually have some good advice, and taking that advice doesn't hurt you, and you can learn a lot from people. I wish I've done that when I was younger. Like, I always thought, oh, you're just old, you don't know what you're talking about, you're set in your ways. Then, you know, thinking about it later, it's like, well, gosh dang it, he or she was so right. I should have listened to their advice.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Oh, that's another thing. I forgot. It's like talking about this old stuff. I'm just remembering some of this stuff.
Launching probe.
So, in elementary school, we had this typing tutor, and I figured out how to figured out how to like trick it to think that you did really high score. So like 3rd or 4th grade, I figured out how that you could trick the typing tutor to think that you typed like 150 to 275 words per minute. So yeah, so like I thought, oh, that's cool, I'll just do it and then skip most of the because I met my target for that day, so I usually do that and then just played games. So like the school was like, oh wow, man, look at this kid, he's awesome, he could type 175 words per minute. Like there is no elementary kid that could do this. And so the more they looked into it, they realized that I was just cheating the system. So before long, by the end of my 3rd grade year, they realized what I was doing, and I lost my game privileges for a while. That was a good couple of years, though. But the thing is this is how I did it. So, like, it was a basic typing tutor. So it wasn't like anything like, you know, advanced. I mean, obviously it's school, so they didn't have a lot of money to spend. So it's just, you know, basically education where, and some of the education where is pretty good, but, you know, sometimes they skimp at others. But so when you're done typing your paragraph, you just hold the space bar, right? And then you go until it starts, you know, making noise, saying it's the end of the, you know, the buffer. And then when you do that, it's like, oh, wow, you typed like 175 words per minute. And it's like, yeah, buddy, that was me. I'm a prodigy. Not.
Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Taliazora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Oh. So that 2nd grade teacher I told to F off, I will tell you what happened. There's more to the story. We'll wait till after this is done.
Captain Shepard, Taliazora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
Let's deal with that later, Tali. What's our next step, Captain?
Technically, I'm under orders to place Taliazora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
So, 2nd grade teacher. Me and the 2nd grade teacher just did not get along, obviously, since I told him to go F himself. So, I didn't do well, like, in 2nd grade because this teacher was so bad, and then we didn't get along. I was failing 2nd grade. And he talked to me, and my dad knew this guy was a horrible teacher, right? So, they got called in at the end of the year, and it was like, well, I'm gonna have to fail your son. And my dad threatened him. He's like, guess what? If you fail him, I will make sure he's in your class next year. and I will make sure he's just as ever spunky as he ever will be in your next class. So, guess what? I passed. And after that, I got straight A's, but that just second grade teacher, man, I did not get along with him. And I almost failed second grade because of him. But thanks to my dad threatening him for putting me in his class next year, he passed me. He's like, nope, I don't want this kid in my class. Screw that. You're done. You're passed.
You should speak with Admiral Grant. She's waiting for you up ahead.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a thing.
Talizora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her. She's as good as convicted.
Talizora vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepherd vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Talizora vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
I take it being associated with a human ship is
Oh,
a bad sign.
Stripped me of my ship
It's
name.
not over
Yeah.
yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Talizora.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
Excuse
I'm
me.
afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
Oh, okay. So this teacher was so bad. I'm just remembering how bad he was. Like, and you know what? Back then I didn't really think of it, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of weird. So like, if you acted up in class, he put you under his desk. Like, that's what he did. Like, he took you and put you under his desk. So, now that I'm thinking about that, I find that kind of very weird. I never really thought about it before, but thinking about it now, it's like, whoa, that's kind of very, very weird.
You're an admiral. Does that
I'm
mean...
afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
No.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promise that I will not delay you.
No, he never got fired. I think he died teaching at that school. Like, he was good in his 80s before he passed away.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Talia Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against the charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Talia crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Talia's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Talia Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
I shouldn't have to. When Tali helped me stop Saren and his Geth army, her actions spoke for themselves. Without her help, none of you would be alive to put her on trial today.
Well said, Shepard. None of us should forget Tali's contributions to the fleet.
Tali, you're accused of bringing active Geth to the migrant fleet. What say you?
Tali would never endanger the migrant fleet. She pleads not guilty.
I left parts and technology for teams to pick up. My father ordered me to do so, but I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father.
What? Oh, Keela.
I thought Quarians valued family. How do you justify springing this on Tali in the middle of a damn trial?
Our apologies. Tali should have been informed.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you Boshtet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
I'm gonna translate that. I'm gonna say she's calling him a bastard.
I'm here to help, and I'm good at killing Geth.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Alright, so let's do this.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
If anyone can retake the Alarai, Tali Zora can.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard? Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. To be honest, I was afraid a human would be too meek and humble. Watching you rail away at Admiral Chorus, though, Tali's in good hands.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali. But if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining soup-wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corus's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
Man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
That doesn't sound too bad. I mean, you lost your home world. Why not just make a new world and move on? I mean, obviously you enslave the robots to be your, slaves. Yeah, you know what? It's time to move on. Sorry, you lost your planet. You're stupid. That's what happens.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. You can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Alright, we're good.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Alright. So, Tali's innocent, obviously, but these guys are just a bunch of bureaucrats.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
Are the judges that set on finding her guilty?
Anything involving the Geth is a live wire, Shepard. But there is still hope. Hangirls greatly respects both you and Tali Zora for stopping Saren. Admiral Koresh sees the whole thing as a war crime and wants to convict. I have no idea what Admiral Zen wants. You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Ugh, do I want to do all this? Gosh dang it. Yes, I do. Sometimes I love Mass Effect, but sometimes these guys can get really lengthy and just blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't even know if you got... Okay. Please, for the love of God, so you guys know who Charlie Brown is, right? Please, don't make me feel this old. You know that you just go, wah, 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 wah. Like, please, so you guys know who Charlie Brown is.
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zoro only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How long have you known Tally's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tally was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tally from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
You know what, Dragon? I think I'm just gonna permanently ban you.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tally's life.
Punk.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't give him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tally and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tally, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tally, but others are.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
But that makes me feel good, though. That, you guys know who, or at least Pika, do you know who Charlie Brown is?
Shepard. Doctor, those real. It's a husk, a collector minion.
No, Vitor, this is Shepard, a friend of Talizora's. Shepard rescued you from Freedom's Progress. Do you remember?
Shepard! Shepard gave me the Cerberus. Too many questions. Can't sleep. Can't eat. Wrong answers.
Poor Vitor. What did Cerberus do to him?
When they returned Vitor to us, he was suffering from malnutrition, exhaustion, dehydration, and the after effects of several drugs.
I was told that Cerberus would just get him stabilized and get information from him.
Too many questions. Needles for wrong answers. Can't breathe. Suit's air not working. Can't breathe.
They said he would be safe. I knew we couldn't trust them.
Excuse me. Your presence seems to be disturbing my patient.
I didn't mean to upset him. I'll leave.
Doctor, is it time for the meds yet? I need my meds.
Not yet, Vitor. Soon.
Wow. So our decision for that guy to get turned to Cerberus, which didn't reveal any information, screwed him up.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
God damn it.
You're insane.
So, yeah. These guys are idiots. Yeah, so let's just... So we enslaved a bunch of robotic AIs, and then they rebelled against because they wanted their freedom. So now let's just hack them again to make them our slaves again. What could have happened? I mean, oh, Jesus Christ.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
Okay, no, we got that.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, we already did all that. God, they are stupid.
This is undead.
Oh, God. Damn it.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalcorus Vas Quibquib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
Oh, so you're a dick.
Do you have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
Quip. That's such a stupid name for a ship.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Deferens or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib. I will not flee because of petty insults.
such a stupid name.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are to be lauded. But like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Railzora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Talizora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Though he is a complete jerk, he's right though. Like, he's the only one that makes sense in this whole entire place. Because he's like, you know what? We just need to move on and make peace with them. That's what you should have done in the first place. But he's still a jerk. When you create life and they rebel against you because you enslave them, it's time to own up to your mistake and say, hey, you know what? We screwed up. We're sorry. A sorry goes a long ways.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Even during the hearing, Talizora's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Hold on a second. Not a beer, it's water. That's what it is.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Alright, we're ready.
Head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
Kia Salai to you too. Which I'm thinking is good luck. Alright. Now I can talk freely without being interrupted. Which, I mean, I'm not mad because the story is really good in this game, so, but I am in a very talkative mood.
They're right ahead.
So we'll shoot, kill things, and talk to you guys.
We should soften them up.
Oh, you little brat. It is. I have a beer called Quid Quid. You know what? I think I'm gonna make a brewing company called Quid Quid now. Only nerds would get. Only nerds would get what it means, though. But the other people would just drink it because it'd be awesome beer. I'm also taking saying that's my whole idea, and I am stealing your idea, Dragon Wario, and I am not going to give you any credit. Only because you called me old once. See how that works? See how that works? Payback's a
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
Moving on. There's something over here. All right, so let's see if our character recognition program is working. Nice. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but drinking seems to get those ones. I could just nail them.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves. Signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Oh, quip. all right, Dragon Wario. Just because you came up with that, I will give you 50% of the proceedings. All right. You redeemed yourself.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes for very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves. Signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Old quib. Yeah, Dragon, you redeemed yourself. I mean, I still hold grudges for you calling me old, but I can at least forgive you a little bit. A little bit. Don't let that go to your head. Oh, come on. I was doing so well. Flubba Pete. There it is. Oh, Flava Pete. This one's hard. It really doesn't want me to get any information out of this. I think now it's just feeling sorry for me.
This is valuable.
Thank you for feeling sorry for me, old computer.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many get their networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. They're in the system.
Watch your left.
Watch my left. No, I think that's the problem with me having like a PG channel, is that I'm more worried about, like, I'm normally like this. This is like how I normally am, but I am so self-contained. Like, I swear like a parrot.
Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
Yeah. Though I do like having a friendly place for people to come. Crap. Thank God I got that.
I can take you.
Gosh dang it. Why are you dead?
This should soften them up.
Oh, healing power. Oh, healing power. Though I do admit, I really did like Tales of Symphonia. Like the first one. With, Lloyd, Colette. The second one was okay, but the first one was really good. I really liked that game.